episode, Adeola here and I are going to share with you our cultural shock when we arrived here in France. But before we start, we need to do some quick introduction. I will start. I'm Aboagye, I'm from Ghana, and I'm here in France studying civil engineering. Adeola, tell us.
I'm Adeola and I, I'm from Nigeria. I came to France to do a master's program in biology and health management, and I just completed my studies recently.
Okay, so today we are going to talk about cultural shock. So what is cultural shock? Cultural shock is basically something that is different from what you know. It doesn't mean it's bad or it's strange or it's weird. It's just different from the culture you know. And since I'm Ghanaian and this is a French culture, some of the things when I first came I found strange, but like now I'm actually used to it and I'm actually enjoying. So basically that's what we are going to share. So I'm going to start and Adeola is going to jump in. So for me, my first cultural shock is the bisous. Like before I came, I had a friend in France who told me that, oh, the French like kissing. Like when he told me, I was like, okay, if they like kissing, how is that my business? Like I thought that people like kissing. I didn't know that I was actually going to be involved in the kissing. So for me, the first cultural shock was actually the day I arrived. My friend, oh, he wasn't my friend, but somebody, then he wasn't my friend, now he's my friend. Like the school brought him to come pick me up. So I met him at the bus stop, and the first time he saw me, he just came close to me to give me the kiss. Like first I was like, what is going on? Like I don't know you from anywhere. Like if you know me very well, I'm very vocal. If I don't like something, I tell you then. But by then I was so tired. I was like, okay, let me just relax. So on our way, like we met his friends, and everybody who met us wanted to kiss us. And I didn't know if I should kiss left to right, right to left, like. But now I actually really love the bisous, and because of coronavirus, we are not kissing anymore. But I really love it. I remember even last summer when I went to Ghana, I was actually doing the bisous at Circle. I was doing it with a friend, like everybody was looking at us. So Adeola, what are some of the shocks you have experienced since you came here?
For me, I would say I've experienced a quite number of them, but the major one I can relate with is the first one is the Sundays here not being lively as it is in our countries, right?
Right.
On Sundays you see people, going out, partying here and there. But here in France, sometimes you step out on a Sunday afternoon and you just see the streets very empty, probably because they are preparing for work the next day. Or I just don't, even up till now, I still don't understand why the Sundays are always like that. And the second one, which is very funny, is the fact that when you are in the bus and you're about to drop off, lots of French people, they do say merci, au revoir. Like you are stopping. The driver is driving. He doesn't care if you say merci, if you say bonjour or not. But the fact that they keep saying merci, au revoir, even if you are at the other end of the bus trying to use the exit door at the far end, just see someone shouting from one place, merci, au revoir, merci, au revoir. Like, I was like, come on. It's like that here in Nantes, and I've been to other places in France as well, like Toulouse. It was even more pronounced there. So for me, that particular one is a real cultural shock for me.
Well, I can actually relate to what he's saying. So merci au revoir is thank you and goodbye. Last summer when I was actually in Ghana, when I sat in the trotro, and when I got down, I told the mate is like the conductor, I told the mate like thank you. And he looked at me so strange and he argued am I Ghanaian? I was like, yeah, I'm Ghanaian. Well, it was a cultural shock to me, but I guess for me now I'm actually used to it. Whenever you get down, it's merci au revoir, merci au revoir. So the other cultural shock I experienced is what they call daylight saving. I think up to now I still don't really get the concept, but during summer they actually move ahead, like they change the clock, so the clock moves ahead. So when I came in September, like Ghana and France, they were just 1 hour, but now when they move the time, they are 2 hours. So it can even be as late as 9 p.m., 10 p.m. When does it get dark?
Yeah, 9, 10, around 9.
Yeah, so even around 9 p.m., like it's still sunny, and early in the morning, like around 6, 7, it's still dark. So that's what they call the daylight saving. And the other one is like when you go to the supermarket, you actually have to go with your own poly bag. So you are going to carry the thing. There are no free poly bags. So if you do not go with your poly bags, you actually have to buy one. And one of the things I experienced when I came fresh was when I went to the supermarket, I was going to buy a broom. You actually pay for the stick and the brush differently.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I went with a friend, and she was like, you actually have to pay different. I was like, no, you can't pay differently. It's a whole. So when we tried to scan it, we were doing self-scan, we tried to scan it, wasn't working. She was like, I told you we have to do it different. I was like, it's a food thing. So why do we have to? But yeah, I guess so. That's basically some of the cultural shocks we experienced. There are some, but like for now, these are some of the things we did experience. Now I'm used to the system. So before we leave, we're actually going to show you what the bisous is about. So let's do this.
Okay.
Bye.
Before we go, remember to subscribe to Barbara Aboagye's channel. It's very important.
Very, very important.